Today, on International Youth Day 2014, the United Nations Volunteers Program joins the world in celebrating the role of young women and men as partners for positive change. This year, Youth Day is addressing the issue of youth and mental health with the slogan, "Mental Health Matters." Research shows that people who volunteer experience a sense of well-being, which is an aspect of mental health. Some of the values associated to well-being, such as solidarity, passion for a cause, and wanting to give back to society, are common to volunteerism. The UNV 2011 State of the World's Volunteerism report devotes a chapter to well-being and volunteerism. It cites the 2009 Stiglitz Commission report that considers well-being as the ultimate goal of development. Volunteerism has the power to transform the lives of young people. After all, it inspires and engages, builds confidence, teaches new skills, and expands our horizons. Due to poverty, violence, and post-conflict trauma, gender, identity, or disability, millions of youth worldwide are suffering from marginalization and exclusion. And these youth are particularly vulnerable to mental health issues. For them, the positive effects of volunteerism can be especially profound. For this Youth Day, UNV is drawing special attention to those young people who, through volunteerism, are enjoying the mental health benefits, sense of accomplishment, and inclusion that volunteering brings. Their stories remind us that no matter where we come from, or what our identity, religion, gender, or age, we all, as individuals, have the power to change the world. For example, 25-year-old UN youth volunteer Julia David, funded by the government of Italy, works for the inclusion of children with disabilities in the public education system in Tunisia. She is fighting to raise awareness of the rights of persons with disabilities, especially the right to education. She's also building the capacity of teachers, training them to use best practices for including pupils with disabilities. Her mission contributes to the UN partnership to promote the rights of persons with disabilities in Tunisia. According to Julia, in Tunisia, there are a lot of challenges to face in order to break the existing stereotypes and to ensure that persons with disabilities fully enjoy their rights. Thankfully, I see that the situation is evolving thanks to the action of ministries, public institutions, civil society, and persons with disabilities themselves. This gives me the motivation to continue with my work. In Charachandpur, a remote tribal district of Manipur, India, services for persons with disabilities are limited. Few trained rehabilitation professionals or centers exist, especially in rural areas, and this places an especially heavy burden on disabled children most in need of support. 4 national UN youth volunteers are helping to bridge this gap by collaborating with the local community to run a school, the Malaswam Initiative, for children with special needs. The volunteers are training teachers and parents in the school in caring for children with special needs, and promoting the role of the local community in this process. Inspired by the work, community members have volunteered their services and time, and, as a result, 25 children with disabilities now have access to education and professional support. According to Pausagan Tonsig, Secretary of the Center for Community Initiative, which is part of the Malaswam Initiative, to our amazement, ever since the UN youth volunteers have been with us, parental and community response has progressed positively, and we now frequently have parents seeking admission for their children. Vietnamese community volunteer Vuong Thi Dung, 22 years old, has been tutoring children in mathematics, Vietnamese, and English for 5 years. Due to a rare spinal condition, Dung teaches more than 50 students, either sitting or lying in her bed. With my ability to help others, I don't feel like I'm a disabled person. Every day, my life is so meaningful, says Dung. In Dung's case, volunteerism has not only helped to break the stereotypes that prevent her full participation in society, but it has also given her life meaning and direction. On International Youth Day 2014, please join us in celebrating the millions of young volunteers around the world who, whatever their circumstances, are doing their share to improve the lives of those around them. We owe them our thanks not only for their actions, but for their perseverance, idealism, and optimism. They truly are an inspiration to us all.